to see you all again. Today is Tuesday, 13th of June. Hope you guys are doing well. The market is not exactly doing very well, but let's look at the price for a moment. The price for BTC right now is where's my window?
25,900.
Yeah, 25,800 plus, and then the ETH is about 1,700. Yeah, so the market movement in the last 1 week, wow, that's very disappointing. it's, it's been going on a sideways mode. Yeah, so BTC and ETH both alike, they are both moving in a similar direction. So today is 13, right? So let me
Yeah.
look at the chart and go to the 6th. Where's the 6th? It's not pointing. It's not pointing me to the 6th. Yeah. So anyway, the price is just fluctuating between that few hundred, that few small margin in the market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we see the altcoin like the BNB is blown a lot and it's blown around 20 to 30%
Yeah.
from 300 down to 231. Yeah. A lot of people worry about the sue between the SEC and Binance.US. A lot of investor they got confusing between Binance.com and Binance.US. And let me explain a little bit the difference. Binance.US only operate in US for the US citizen, and the reason why the SEC they want to they want have a lawsuit against Binance.US. You know, that's a story. It's a long story because SEC they want to sue some of the exchange because they don't allow any exchange, any institution sell, trade and sell the token, not the securities. Yeah, but they don't have any regulation say what is the security token and how it is look like. They can tax you if you overspeed, but you don't know what is the speed limit on the street. Yeah, that is the reason why a lot of exchange in US are facing that. So they uh, so Binance.us they also don't buy the Voyant last time because they say, oh, in US is not a good friendly country for the cryptocurrency. Also now it's the same with in Canada. Yeah, and that's a lot of exchange, a lot of uh, institutions they facing a lot issue why operate in US and some of the country not a good friendly in with the crypto. Yeah, and go back to our live stream this morning. We have the title. We have some information about crypto is Binance.us delivered the first official response to SEC accusation. Here the detail, yeah, and later we will focus more on this information. Yeah, um, let's share. Let's talk some of the other information not in this hot thing first, and then we will go back to this um, Binance.us. And Mr. Nicholas, could you share something to me about what happened in the CBDC in Guangdong, Guangzhou? Yeah,
Right. So, okay, there's this very general term called the China's Greater Bay Area. So, so for those people who are wondering where is the location, okay, this is part of the China's map. So it's at the
yeah,
south of China. So
yeah,
you know, in China, China map, the southern tip, there's one small island, right? So the
Yeah.
small island is just below the bottom tip of this map, this zoom out map. Yeah,
Yeah.
so Guangdong province is the whole area, and the Greater Bay Area is those in orange color, which is comprising of like I think how many? Is it mine?
That's my little friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it covers quite a large area, quite a number of jurisdictions. Yeah. So 10 megapolises, and that small little orange area, it includes Hong Kong, Macau, and also Guangdong, which is part of China. Yeah. So there is the interesting thing about this area. There's three different currencies that's being used. That is used in this region, and of course Hong Kong use Hong Kong dollar, Macau
Yeah.
use and this China they use yuan. So it's a very interesting thing. So in comparison to the US, which is US Bay Area, which is just US, it's just San Francisco, and it's only using US dollar. But over here
Yeah.
in China's GBA, there's three different currencies playing out here, and every region has its own distinct, unique capabilities, and of course, it's very interesting to see because once
Excuse me.
once CBT is so strong in this area, it means they are ready for even a lot of international transactions, because over here, even though it's under one country, but it's still considered something like cross border because it's using different currency as well. Yeah. So and recently, just a couple of weeks back, we covered that this EHKD, right? Hong Kong dollar. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Hong Kong central bank has already moved towards EHKD, and of course the People's Bank of China and Hong Kong Central Bank, they both participated in this M-Bridge pilot last year. Yeah. So
Yeah.
and this is by this Bank of International Settlements. Yeah. So you see, even the Bank of International Settlements is treading into the waters of this digital currency, and I'm pretty sure that the World Bank, IMF, and all, they probably don't want to be left behind as well. Yeah. So you can see that the world is moving into another level of possibilities, with GBA slowly growing and expanding their influence in the area of digital currency. We can see that the thing about cross-border commercial transaction is slowly and surely becoming more of a common thing in future.
Yeah.
It's the definite thing. We can never deny that. Even if we want to deny and say no, 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 no digital currency, no crypto, no central bank, it's still going to happen anyway. So
But I hear
yeah,
the news this day, Hong Kong government they welcoming the opening
yeah.
for some of the exchange if the some of the exchange in US is feel hard to operate in US. So Hong Kong government they
So
open their welcome and they
so
start to start crypto trading around 13 or 18 of June because I see the announcement some of the news from Hong Kong government bodies. Yeah, they
yeah.
welcoming in crypto. Yeah, it's so good to see the news now. And you
So,
hope
so you see, yeah. In terms of controlling or trying to prevent things from, or rather trying to ensure that things don't go out of hand, I think China is doing a better job than the US, because as we all know, there's once upon a time China say, oh, we ban crypto, la 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 la, and
yeah,
then now they shift everything to Hong Kong and say, it's okay for all this to congregate and all set into Hong Kong and start from Hong Kong, because Hong Kong is well known to be a financial hub and of the East Asia. So in comparison to US, you don't set limit, you don't set this, you don't set that, and then you try to sue everyone. So that is kind of like getting on the nerve of a lot of people as well. So I think there's a lot of things for the West to learn from this GBA and how the GBA is trying to move forward together with the digital currency and all. Yeah, I guess they should look at this. Yeah,
yeah. And we also know some of the reason, a little bit reason why the crypto falling down when the Fed they try to attack on crypto. And we saw so many first news, and I I see this week the Fed will show up the interest rate on
yeah.
this month for June. So now, would you tell me
Now
more
we are
about
mid of June already,
investment?
right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so last month there was a hike, so it was quite a hoo-ha. A lot of people was like, wow, now they are having hike again. So would they stop? A lot of experts out there, they are not anticipating that the Fed will stop. In fact, even the Fed itself, people related to Fed, they were predicting, oh yeah, it's just going to have more hikes because that's the only way to, so quote unquote, ensure that the market continue to move. Yeah, which is quite a risky thing because you see, the thing about rate hikes is that the full effects of the hike will not be known until later. You know, it's like today I raise the interest rate, the impact is not immediately felt. It will only be felt and seen a couple of months later.
yeah,
So by then, if things move too fast, things might go out of hand. So it's just like, on the road, you drive too fast and then the accident might happen later,
yeah,
but you don't know. Yeah. So what experts are seeing is that they could see a serious problem emerging in the housing market and worsening of stress in the banking system. This is the two main thing. Why I highlight these two is these two are the main thing that supports, or rather, the main thing that is going to determine whether there will be a lot of problems later. Because housing market, remember 2008 crisis is because of credit crunch. The credit crunch is because of all this housing, the overloan and all this, and also the stress in banking system. Why I highlight this is because the last few months we see a number of banks folding up, folded up. Yeah.
yeah,
So if stresses are being put on the banking system, then I don't know. Like me and myself and Mr. Richard, we discussing before our live stream that
yeah,
a lot of people hoping that the Bitcoin go to 100,000. Yeah, of course we can hope that, but there's a certain level of safety net that the price should arrive at before we can even talk about higher price, right? So now we are stuck at 20 plus thousand.
yeah,
So all these things are happening in the market right now. SEC file charges against Binance, and then you can see interest rate keep rising, and then there's this uncertainty of uh, among in the midst of their housing market and banking system. So a lot of all these factors are telling us that 100,000 is quite impossible. You may try, but it's quite impossible because at the end of the day, you are talking about how the investors' appetite here. So if investors are looking at housing market and banking system and saying, oh, I think we should hold and wait, which is what I feel personally. If I were to, to put in more money to invest, I will hold and wait as well. So yeah, so it's a these two slides are information for listeners, all of you out there, and for ourselves as well,
Yeah.
to be more cautious and watch as we go along in the market situation as we invest. Yeah,
Yeah,
Mr. Richard.
that is the thing I wondering is the feeling that we also need to hold and wait at least the end of this year until the
Yeah,
next presidency election of presidency. Yeah.
they are like now. Oh yeah, talking about the presidential election. I think Donald Trump. His when he was in power, his Vice President Mike Pence. I think recently he announced that he is going to run for presidency. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, but he faced a lot of issue before that, like
Yeah.
the U.S. government tried to send him some of the some of some of the obstacle to let
Yeah.
him.
Your ex boss. You're running against your ex boss.
Yeah, yeah,
You're not just running against your ex boss. You're running against the other party as well.
yeah,
And the party has been doing a lot of really very notable things, like notable in terms of questionable, so to speak. Yeah. So and recently this Biden. We try not to talk so much on U.S. politics here, but recently it's very worrying. Yeah, it's a big concern to the world that he keeps falling down, tripping, not seeing anything. So a lot of people are very concerned that wow, his health, because for a top guy, your health need to be there in order to last you 4 years or even another 4 years if you want to. Yeah. So otherwise, how are you going to make good decisions? I don't know. Very
yeah.
worrying.
Yeah, and coming up with the fact is SEC because
Ah,
I received the latest news about the U.S. congressman filed a bill to fire the SEC chair, Gary Gensler. Yeah, in the picture is a SEC chair. He's a man who who make the wave who make the thing to make the crypto feel very struggle, yeah, because he's the one who filed a lawsuit against some of the exchange at this moment, and he says, "Oh, this is not the security. You cannot sell it. You cannot trade it." And Coinbase also tried to sue him because he don't have any clear regulation on what is the security and um, what is the token. So you can find some of the information why in the lawsuit don't say ETS is a security or not. Yeah, and he SEC said that all the altcoin is the security, not the security. You only can trade Bitcoin, some the other. Yeah, and one of the congressmen in U.S. Warren Division, a congressman from Ohio, he he had a he had the bill to try to find him. He said that U.S. capital markets must be protected from the tyrannical chairman, including the current one. It's time for the real reform and to fight Gary Gensler at the chair of the SEC. Yeah, this is the some of the news. They want to find him, and before he go out of the SEC, Gary Gensler, he want to do something big, make something different. sue Binance, sue Coinbase. Yeah. Before that, the Coinbase, before the Coinbase, he's the one who approved Coinbase to operate in US, and now he sued Coinbase too. Yeah. It's so funny. Yeah. A lot of people feel like it,
Someone remind
and
Can someone
yeah,
remind him? Trying to help
yeah,
America money is not through the way of keep suing everyone, you know.
yeah. Oh, I hearing that suing make a lawsuit is some of the uh, traditional or some of the lifestyle in US. If you
Uh,
don't feel anything good, you can make a sue, can make a lawsuit. You can sue anyone you like, and you can make a money from this. That's a lifestyle in US.
yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah,
funny.
it's becoming a bad habit.
Yeah, it's a bad habit about this, and look like you go to the class and you feel something unwell, you just sue and you tell the teacher about this, and you get a reward. Yeah, it's so
Yeah,
funny about it.
that's a sad thing. Okay,
And
Binance. Yeah, I
and
think
SEC sue Binance.us, yeah,
yeah, I
and
think
Binance.us keep silent.
yeah, the reason why they
Okay,
have
Mr. Nicholas.
US is because uh, remember there was one time when Obama was saying, "Oh, all US citizens who are working overseas need to pay tax as well."
Yeah,
So imagine you are paying the tax of the country you are working in, and then after that your own government say, "Oh, that's not enough. You need to pay another round of tax back home as well." So then who wants to work overseas at all after that? You know? So it's either you keep your citizenship or you forego your citizenship and then just pay one tax, you know. So so I think that is also part of the reason why Binance.us is being established because just for the Americans, right? Yeah. So
yeah,
yeah. So and now actually it's a good move, you know. Yeah, because if they because the Binance.com, the US, are the US citizen able to use Binance.com? Probably not,
no,
right?
cannot.
Not right. Yeah. So
Because if you log into the Binance.com with the US address,
uh,
you cannot use
and,
the services in Binance.com. You must use the Binance.us
yeah.
if you are the US citizen.
In other words, this issue SEC issue with Binance is just the Binance.us, not the Binance.com, right?
Yeah, that's right. It's like the same with the Binance.sg last time. Last time, if you want to buy the crypto directly from the bank, you just send from your bank account to Binance.sg. You can get your Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in Binance.sg, and after that, ABS they withdraw the license. So Binance.sg stock continue in Singapore. Actually, some of the people in Singapore they also can use the Binance.com, but they uh, they cannot place the order, so they can switch so they can change the VPN or IP address, so they can trace on the Binance.com easily. The same with the Binance.us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So so this lawsuit is I think by right it should be has it should not have uh, quite a big impact, right? But the thing is that FUD,
yeah,
everyone everyone
yeah,
hears the news, they got scared and they start to
yeah.
throw.
That's right. The FUD coming from the FUD begins. when the SEC they say that Binance.us have 12 billion, but they send the 12 billion to so many small country to small company belong to Binance.com. So they afraid that the fund from the US customer running out from Binance.us, and SEC they sue about this. But actually, Binance now today this morning, Binance.us respond that um, the platform, the Binance.js response on Monday was the platform initial response allegation that the SEC directed more than 12 billion in client access to itself and its parent company. Yeah, and all the fund is controlled by the owner, founder, CZ. That means SEC they worry about is all the fund just sent to the CZ, and CZ keep all the fund of
Mm.
the customer. Yeah, and that is the reason why they make the first news, and they let the people worry about this. And I hear previous day the news after the lawsuit, around 8 billion money outflow by Binance.com. Yeah, that is some of the
Yeah,
information I got it.
I
And
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and
I
the reason why the BNB going down a lot. Yeah,
yeah. I think I think there are some wills that are trying to pilot this case altogether, because you never know. Some of the wills might have very close link with SEC and say, hey, now you should start to sue them. Then after that, I can buy in a lot.
no, and it's also good for some of the first news, because it's a time for the newcomer buy with cheap price. The price of the BNB is now really good price, really cheap price, and the newcomer also can get it. Also the same with the ETS now. With the lawsuit, the ETS they don't go down much, and Bitcoin and ETS have a little bit adjustment, but the BNB and all the BNB ecosystem going down a lot. Especially I see the SOL and ADA got a lot of discount. The reason why, because some of the biggest exchanges like Robinhood they delete them, because the reason they delete because SEC, another name SEC say that, oh, that's not the security, that's just a token, so they don't want to face any issue and they delete it. Yeah, that's the reason why a lot of people they don't like Gary Gensler. Yeah, they want to fight him. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also think it's also time for us to complete the live stream this early morning. And if you have any question, please let us know. And we also can have the cultural talk and discussing some of the information um, in the crypto politics and some of the other news. Yeah, if you have any question, please let us know and comment below. Mr. Nicholas.
All right. So we'll hope to see you all again next live stream, and
Yeah,
do your own due diligence when you are investing in currencies that you are not familiar with, and of course, even for currencies, tokens, cryptos that you are already familiar with, do keep yourself updated with the latest news, because news like all this SEC filing,
yeah,
lawsuit, this may affect the movement of your prices. Yeah.
yeah.
So we'll see you again in our next live stream. Bye bye.